Scotty Reed here for blacktalkmediaproject.org. We are a nonprofit new media education organization that also manages the world's largest independent black media platform that produces media specifically targeting a black demographic. I have been asked of late about people joining our network because the way that we do our broadcasting is different than some of the other popular platforms that they are familiar with. And so we do ours different. Everything is pretty much automated on some of these other platforms, and you're pretty much paying for convenience and not quality. And people have pointed out to us that the quality of the audio or the podcast and our live streams just sound so much better than these other platforms. This specific platform, not trying to dog out that other platform, they do make it easy. All you need is a telephone. You can call in and do a program, but it's going to sound like you're on the telephone, and the bit rate of the streams that they use are not up to standards, and therefore the audio quality is going to suffer. Still, I'm not dogging them. I'm just pointing out the difference in our platform and some of these other platforms. Now, in 2008, I actually started the Black Talk Media Project, founded it as a nonprofit here in North Carolina. I started researching how to build my own internet radio platform, and I always had a mind to teach others that there had to be some other kind of way that I could do this and not rely on someone else's access to someone else's platform, because you can get suspended from other people's platforms, things of that nature. And I just did not like that feeling if you get suspended and you can't do your radio program. All right, so that's why I created the Black Talk Radio Network and did all this research, about a year's worth of research. I came up with my own internet radio mixing kit. I copyrighted that in 2009, also made a corresponding DVD that goes along with the manual. Well, since 2009, when I came up with that kit, I have found a better way to broadcast. Audio quality still pretty much the same, but this kit, I would say this Behringer Podcastudio, is more professional because it uses a dynamic microphone, as you can see in the kit there. It has a adapter to where you can plug up the mixer to your PC. Unfortunately, this only works with Windows PCs, XP and above, I believe. I'm using Windows 7, but it also works on Windows Vista. I've tested it on a laptop, and unless Microsoft has radically changed their audio cards, then it'll work on any latest issues of Windows, like Windows 8 or Windows 10. Actually, I've tested it on a computer with Windows 10. So yeah, you will need a Windows computer, either a laptop or a desktop, but the kit comes with almost everything you need. This kit is for recording podcasts that are not live digital radio streams. Okay, this is when you're recording something offline. Also, it does not allow you to mix in, let's say, a conference line so you can talk to or interview a guest on your podcast. It also does not, because it's not made specifically for live streaming radio programs, then you can't take live calls. Unless, of course, you purchase a couple of extra pieces and follow my instructions in my latest manuals. And you will just need to purchase an adapter. That's a 3.5 millimeter male-to-male patch cable. And the other one that you will need is this 1/4 inch stereo to 3.5 millimeter adapter that'll plug into the mixer, and then you plug the patch cable one end into that and the other end into your computer. I'm not going to get into the details of all of that. If you would like to purchase my manual, just get in touch with me. My contact information will be below. I also help people do one-on-one classes, if you will, for my clients to make sure that they got everything wired up, or if they're having any particular problems. So this configuration is still based on my copyrighted manual and how I discovered how to use a mixer with these adapters, adaptations, to be able to take live calls. Not only to be able to take live calls, but to also mix any kind of audio that I can play on my computer. So if I have a program like Zara Radio, which is a playlist for music, and I want to play my radio program's intro music, or I have some advertisements / promos that I want to play, that I can then use that software piece to mix all that in seamlessly into a live broadcast or a podcast. So that won't work with just Behringer's kit by itself. You will need to get these adapters and cable, and you will also need to follow my instructions. Now, all of this will only cost you about $115. This kit by Behringer is a quality kit. The headphones are kind of cheap, but that don't matter. You're doing talk radio, you know. The only thing you have to worry about is the quality of those who are tuning in to either your live stream or your podcast. So yeah, the headphones are kind of cheap, but it doesn't matter. Okay, it's not pertinent to the quality of your broadcast. All right, so this kit is only $99. You can purchase it online. I'm not paid to promote this. I've worked with other mixers before, and this is just the least expensive mixer that you can buy that also comes with a dynamic microphone in the headsets, right? So you get all that together instead of purchasing it separately. So again, you still need to buy the adapter and the cable that I pointed out to you. Now, why should you do it this way as opposed to this other platform where they just make it easy for you? You just call in, you schedule your show, you call in on the telephone, and you do your show. That's easy, right? Hey, they make it easy for their customers. But where they're suffering, where you will suffer, is in the audio quality. And I just can't keep stressing that enough. We gotten plenty of compliments and inquiries on, hey, what are y'all doing different that makes y'all streams and your podcast sound so much better than this other popular platform? Well, that's because we're using professional equipment and we're not using telephones. All right. So another thing is, it'll save you money. You can do it the easy way. I think at minimum you can get a $30 a month package that will come up to about $360 a year. And there will be limitations. I think you may be only able to broadcast up to 2 or 3 hours per day. And that's fine for some people. But our Shoutcast and Icecast streams that you can lease from us as low as $10 a month, which have come up to $120 a year as opposed to $360 a year. But if you pay for the entire year up front, you get a 50% discount, and then it will only be $60 a year. So even with your equipment, about $115 for everything plus tax. That'll be about what? $175. $175 for that first year that you do it that way. And then, you know, opposed to $360 a year, I mean, those are big savings in my book. Those are big savings. All right. So this is how we do it. All right. This is how Black Talk Media Project teaches people and assists people in learning how to harness this technology for digital radio. All right. Now, the kit will also work for those who are doing video. If you're doing, I see people doing YouTube Live, doing Facebook Live, and I've done it before using this software that I'm using now. But I wouldn't be able to take any phone calls or anything like that. People have come up with creative ways, but I want it to sound as professional as possible. So you get this mixer, you get the adapter, you follow my instructions for internet radio, and it works for video streaming, live video streaming, and you can mix in music, you can mix in audio clips. It all works together seamlessly. So this is a video for those who have been making inquiries to the Black Talk Media Project, just to point you in the right direction, just to show you the basics in terms of equipment of what you will need in order to get started with us. And also, if you want to build your own digital radio platform and then sell time on your station to other broadcasters, and so you build your own platform. In the Black Talk Media Project, we do host those platforms and we set them up for you. All right, on based on WordPress content management system. We just recently lowered our prices to drum up more business, and we can build you a platform just like BlackTalkRadioNetwork.com's platform. You only pay $25 a month for the hosting of that platform, and then $60 a year for your digital radio stream, which you turn into a digital radio station. Hey, and then you're off and running. So let BlackTalkMediaProject.org assist you today in your internet digital radio broadcasting needs and your digital media platform needs. All right. Thank you for watching. This has been Scotty Reed for Black Talk Media Project.